Hello YouTube, today I come at you with a re-review of the Figma Bloodborne Hunter. Now, I have a little bit of something special to add on to this video this time. I found out that Good Smile is selling an accessories pack for his weapons, and I snatched that up, and it just arrived a few moments ago, before this recording. I went through it a little bit and just checked it out, and it looks really, really good. So let's start off with packaging first and foremost and just get through that real quick. So, ignoring my light here on a tripod, this is the plastic tray he came in. The cleaver was here, the hunter himself was here, and his flintlock pistol was here. The stand was here on the bottom, and a baggie of his accessories was taped to the back of it, I believe, when I got him. And then here's the actual window box. Just a big window in the front, Figma 367, Bloodborne, Hunter, Sculptor, Paintwork, Monolith, Artist Credits. You got a shot of him down there aiming his flintlock, then his back, referencing the game's cover art, then a shot of him from the front, and then the back of the box is just him in various action poses, composing of the two weapons he includes, his flintlock and cleaver. The packaging is nice, looks pretty good. So, I'm going to need to get into the bag that I have for him. So opening this up and dumping it out just out of frame. I made the mistake of, when I got him, I made the mistake of gluing the flintlock into his right hand because he couldn't hold it too well. But honestly, I'm not too mad about doing this. It looks good, regardless. The flintlock is great looking. Absolutely nothing wrong with it, besides, having one of his hands glued to it. That was my customization, that was my doing. So, it was a mistake, but not one I'm truly angry with. But the sculpt and paint for the flintlock is fantastic, as you can see here. The barrel is pretty much completely empty. I'm pretty sure it has a peg hole in there. But the flintlock looks nice. I painted the cleaver with some Warhammer miniature paint, Blood for the Blood God Citadel color, technical paint. I used this to paint the cleaver with some blood effect, and it came out pretty good. It's a little heavy-handed looking on camera, but in person it's not this bright and vibrant. It's really just my light hitting it. But the cleaver came out good with the blood on it, in my opinion. I dig it. I'm really happy with how I did this. But as you can see, the cleaver has a functional hinge, so it can be opened or closed. And the cleaver itself is just a really nice piece. It's a relatively soft plastic, so it's not going to break, hopefully. The entire thing is pretty soft, so it shouldn't snap or break anytime soon. And I just really like the cleaver. It's a good weapon. All the teeth are uneven and messed up and jagged looking. And it's great. It's really nice, honestly. So now moving on to the hands he included. One of the pegs broke off on mine. So, ooga booga. But in his package, he came with 2 fists, a left trigger finger hand, 2 splayed hands, a gripping hand, and another gripping hand. I'm not sure what these 2 are for because they're too small for the cleaver, but whatever. And they did come on this nice little runner. I wish I had the peg for this and I could glue it back on. That would be nice. But all of these hands are just pegged on there with the wrist joint. So just pop that back on there. And all of his hands are neat and organized. So sitting that down, let's go over the hunter first. I'm going to wait till I get to the weapons accessories pack. But the hunter himself is a very good looking figure. I have played Bloodborne since my last video. In fact, I have a physical copy of it right here. Great game. My PS4 unfortunately cannot play discs, so I bought this for nothing, but I downloaded Bloodborne digitally, and I had a hell of a good time with it. Absolutely great Souls game. Sincerely love Bloodborne. I think it might be one of my favorites besides Elden Ring. But getting onto the Hunter himself, he looks beautiful. Just a genuinely great aesthetic on this guy. Good looking action figure, good looking paint, sculpt, detailing, all of it. He is a genuinely gorgeous piece. I really, really dig the mixture of black and gray for his cloak or his coat. I keep bumping the stand. I I like the mixture of gray and black for his coat, his waistcoat, his back, his hat, his collar. It looks really, really nice. The gold on the buckles of his belts, on his chest piece here, on his stomach, it's great. Genuinely nice shading all throughout the figure. He looks really damn good. The gold on his gauntlets is pretty vibrant and nice and shiny. And the inside is just black, brownish leather. But it looks fantastic. Now, I'm going to go over articulation in just a moment. But really quick, I do want to bring up his waistcoat is really rigid. It's not completely solid. Like, it does have some flex to it, but not a lot. So his tailcoats are pretty solid. They don't like to move a lot, but, they have articulation so they can be lifted and lowered depending on the pose you want. But the rest of his cloak, or coat, is soft material. All the way around his chest, his collar, all of it is very soft and flexible plastic. And it just looks damn good on him. His sculpt is phenomenal. Genuinely a great aesthetic on this figure. I love how he looks. Now we're going to quickly breeze through articulation, but I am going to show it off the best I can. So his head can rotate from side to side. No problems with that. He can look up just a tad, and he can look down decently far. You can rock the head from side... That wasn't supposed to happen. You can rock his head from side to side. No problems. And the scarf around his neck is a separate piece and is also that soft, flexible rubber. Well, it's not rubber, but it's a soft plastic. His arms can go out just about that far. He has a bicep rotation, as well as an elbow rotation. His elbow can bend in that far before it stops itself. And his wrist can rotate, as well as lean from side to side. Or if you want that to move differently, you can turn the hand, and now it's a back and forth movement. Obviously, you can manipulate that peg to move it differently depending on how you want, but that's just an example. His midsection can rotate just fine. Very smooth movement on that. He can crunch. I've never done that. Wow, okay. I have never managed to get that to happen. That's a little unexpected. He can crunch forward just fine. Not a lot of arcing back, but I think that's because the bottom of his coat is getting in the way. But I'm not going to mess with that too much further because I don't want to split him in half again. As you saw earlier, the waistcoat can move. Both pieces are individual and can bend upwards. His legs are very long and lanky. He has a little bit of a thigh rotation. Not a lot, but functionally enough to get him into the poses you'd want. He has a slight knee rotation as well for his lower leg. The knee itself can bend that far before it stops. And the feet, his boots or shoes, can bend that far back, that far forward, so pretty much straight. He does have an ankle rocker and a toe bend that does not go super far, but it doesn't really need to, honestly. Now, articulation on him, pretty damn good, honestly. It's not that bad. Like, it doesn't look good from, like, a third perspective, but in person and actually manipulating him, his movement's really, really nice. Really good. He moves just like you'd want him to. You can probably get some great poses from the game if you try hard enough. But those are just some examples showing off his flexibility. The soft waistcoat or the soft jacket he wears is really, really good for tons of midsection movement. Mixing it with his head, he can look really damn good. Overall, I really, really love the Hunter Figma. He's one of my favorites. Now, let's go over that accessories pack I got today. I am not super familiar with everything that's in this. Oh, that's so cool. So, the accessory pack included another baggie. I fucking love these. These are so useful. I really love that Figma does these. It's just a transparent bag with their name on it. Really nice. Really nice, honestly. I completely dig that. And up next, the accessory bag included... Wow, okay. The bag includes a second stand base, a stand arm, plus one of those little extra oomph attachments, some clips for the weapons to attach to his back, and a bunch of different hands. 6 different hands. Let's break this open. At least for the hands only right now. I'm going to mess with this on my own time after the video. Alright, let's see what we got. So he comes with 2 wide open hands, 2 trigger finger hands, and 2 semi-tight grip hands. Alright, not bad, not bad. They look good, but they are sculpted in just a pure plastic, or pure black color, I mean. But the hands look great. They look just like gloves. There's a little bit of creasing in them, at least in the palms and at the bottom of the wrist, and they look fantastic. They all look very, very lovely. Now, let's go over the weapons accessories pack, English, the box that it came in. It came in this nice big box of its own with some shots of the weapons, and they all look good. Figma Plus, Hunter weapon set. I was kind of surprised not to see a Kirk hammer or a cane in this set. So I'm going to open it and go over it one by one. So starting things off, I'm not familiar with the names of all of these, just to be clear. So he includes this great sword that you plug this normal sword into, or at least part of one. And that way, you got a great sword. Looks lovely, honestly. That is so good looking. The copper is really nice along the engravings. Got a little skull there, and some other beautiful motifs. It's pretty thick, too. It's very chunky. Up next... oh, I didn't want to drop that. Up next is the sword that is supposed to go inside of that axe. A very big, beautiful sword. Honestly, this looks fantastic. It's a relatively soft plastic and very flimsy, so it probably won't break very easily. That's a good thing if it's flimsy and soft, but holds its position. It won't break too easily. Has some nice black around the grip, some very good looking silver dry brushing around the bottom of the blade, and some on the tip. The rest is pretty simple and flat. Not bad, not bad. Oh, and then we have the axe. The axe looks badass. Oh my god. It's all craggled and messed up looking. Has a big old dent down here. Same on the other side. Very good looking. Now, all of these weapons do include parts to show them in their transformed mode, so you can take the grip off of the axe head and plug it into this extended grip. So now you have a huge battle axe. That is phenomenal. Genuinely great looking. And then, up next, he includes the blunderbuss shotgun. I really like this. It looks fantastic. Has a nice big stock on it. The trigger and the trigger guard, very soft, flimsy plastic, which again, good thing that it's soft. God, I love how it looks like a can. Oh, the whole gun is soft. That very good. Very, very good. Okay. I like how it looks like a cannon barrel just mounted onto a shitty, thrown together wooden stock. It's great looking. I'm very pleased with this. Huh, it has a peg here on the side. That is either a peg or just a part where the wrap is supposed to be missing. I don't know. That little hole there. Don't know. And then, last but not least for the weapon pack, if I cannot drop the whole damn box, he includes the whirligig saw. Now, I was pleasantly surprised to find out these do rotate. Both of them do individually, but they do rotate and twist. And now, to attach the whirligig saw to its grip, you remove this piece very carefully. There we go. It's keyed so it fits in a specific way, so match up this triangle with this hole. There we go. That's in there. Then you remove this, and then match it up. And he has the whirligig saw as a weapon. That looks amazing. I really love that. Wow. So these do spin a little bit, and they do pop off easily, but it's pretty much supposed to do that. So if this does fall off, don't worry about it. It just pegs back in with no issues. Yeah, no issues with that, honestly. It's just a peg. So you pop that in there, and now it's on there. So if it falls off, not a big deal. That's really, really wicked. The whirligig looks badass. I love the gold. I love the teeth of the blade. The grip is so cool. Now, I should mention again, every little part like this trigger, or whatever it is very soft plastic, very squishy, so it won't break or shatter. But no, I dig this. I dig these accessories. Move my whole phone. I dig all these accessories. These are fantastic. Nothing short of beautiful. So, you got all of them down here, and they look fantastic. The weapon accessory pack was on sale from, I believe, $35 down to $25, and that's why I picked it up. I'm very pleased with this. 10 out of fucking 10 for this figure and his accessories. No holds barred. Genuinely great. 10 out of 10 for this guy and everything that was, offered for him. I love this Figma a lot. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm out. Peace.